The world needs more doctors. Before someone can become a doctor, they must graduate medical school. If this is the career path you choose, you should properly prepare to enter medical school. Medical school is a large goal to achieve. To enter medical school, you must have the proper MCAT score, the proper GPA, and proper prerequisites. You must also complete clinical shadowing and get some research done. Volunteering is another requirement, and extracurriculars are encouraged. We will begin discussing my first point for preparedness. Your MCAT and prerequisites are what are considered the hard requirements when it comes to your medical school application. There are different sections on the MCAT, which is the exam you will have to take to be able to enter medical school. You have chemistry, biology, critical thinking, and psychology. So you need to prepare for all sections. About half of the prerequisites you need for medical school are also classes you should take before you take the MCAT. To enter into medical school, you will need 1 year of English, 1 year of math, including calculus and statistics, a couple years of science with bio, chem, organic chem, physics, sometimes biochemistry, and some schools accept zoology in place of biology. Most schools only accept science classes that were on site because you need to take the labs. The only exception is usually if you went to school during the years where COVID was really huge and you were unable to take the labs on site. Anatomy, microbiology, neuroscience are also classes that are encouraged. They're not required, but they are preferred. Your MCAT scores for MD schools is 511 and the GPA is 3.7. For DO schools, the MCAT score is 503 and the GPA is 3.5. Most schools also look directly at your science GPA, so it's best not to go below a 3.5. Clinical shadowing and research. There are 100 hours recommended for shadowing. Shadowing should be in the medical field where you are actively interacting with patients. A lot of people say they want to be a doctor, but they aren't sure that they can handle the patients. So that's why it's important to get some clinical shadowing in where you can interact with patients before you decide that becoming a doctor is what you want to do. Research is also important. No medical schools have a research requirement, but some medical schools are considered research heavy, and the top medical schools like to see that an applicant has research under their belt. So with volunteering and extracurriculars, the recommended hours for volunteering is 100 hours. But it's important, when it comes to volunteering, it's really important to remember it's quality over quantity. Great volunteer opportunities are more important than how many hours you get. Great volunteer opportunities show your commitment to healthcare and helping others, and that's what's really important, that you can go out there and help the community. Extracurriculars that highlight your leadership skills can boost your application. So if you're in an organization trying to become the president, the vice president, or something of that nature, will help boost your application because they know you can be in a leadership role and you can handle the pressure of being a leader. Because being a doctor, sometimes you have to become a leader and manage your peers. Other items on the application that is also important to remember are letters of recommendations. It's important to have 2 letters of recommendations from your science instructors because most schools, if you don't have letters of recommendations, most schools will not even look at your application. Applying for medical school can be a lengthy process. You should begin working at the beginning of your undergrad career. There's so much that goes into it. You should ensure you're giving yourself enough time to process and prepare. Take a step back and look at all you need. Your MCAT, your GPA, your prerequisites, your extracurriculars, your volunteer experience, your shadowing experience, and your research. If you have all of these, then you will be prepared to go into the medical school application. The world needs more doctors. Before someone can do that, they must graduate medical school. If this is the career path you choose, you should properly prepare to enter medical school. Start your career off in healthcare right by being the most prepared applicant for medical school.